Watcher, welcome back to the workshop. Got a little bit of a mishmash for you today, a few different items. First thing is the reaction to Phil Wyatt's video on how to clean coins, etc. He did it with white wine, no he didn't, white vinegar and salt, and it came up really well. He did a really good job. I'll put a link to his video down below so you can watch that. But I've always used a different method, so I mentioned it to him, and I'm just going to do a quick video on that to show you. I've always used brown sauce, and you can use HPs or Daddies. I don't know if this may just be an English thing. I'm not sure if you get this stuff in Canada, America, France, places like that. So this might be something that just English people use, but brown sauce brings things up amazingly. So I've got a collection of jewellery, like rings and coins, etc. But I can clean things up on there. Second item is well, both of these items are directed at Tool Addict. He recently did a video with some palm swell hammers, and he says he loves a palm swell, and I responded saying it looks like a little bit of a it's an African fighting stick that I've got called a knob kerry, and so I thought I'd show it just so he knows what it is. So this is a knob kerry, and it's really hard. This if I get the tape, I'll measure it. The tape shows that is 20 inches long. It's 500mm. I don't know what wood this is. Don't know if you can see there. When I moved into the house, my dad bought this for me. He said, keep this by the side of your bed in case you get intruders. But this thing is like a proper bit of wood. It was literally it's the hardest wood I've ever felt, and it's very top heavy. Even if I try and balance it there, see the weight doesn't handle. So that's a knob kerry, Ben. That's what I was talking about. KNOB ERRIE, I believe, but it's a fighting stick from somewhere in Africa. Another item, again, Ben, thank you very much. The tool has arrived. Ben does a guess the price competition on his videos, and if you guess 5 correctly, he sends you a little tool. Now this one I've got is a it's not a King Dick wrench, it's a Ford wrench. You can see there, see the Ford, very nice, thank you. And I've just opened this up, so Ben, thank you very much. I've seen a little surprise, little extra on the back. He's put me in a banjo weather, so thank you very much for that, Ben. That's unexpected. That's a really nice surprise, so thank you. And I've also got a sticker, Tool Addict sticker. I'm so lazy. I need to get a logo done up and some stickers done on myself. So thank you very much for that, Ben. It's my first sticker. So if you've got a channel and you've got stickers, feel free to send them to me. I've got an email address on the About section, so click on my page, click About, go down below. It's got an email address, and which is essentialhandyman@hotmail.com, I believe. Email me there, or you can message me on Instagram, and I'll give you my address, and you can send me some stickers. So I wouldn't mind a bit of a few more. So thank you, Ben, for that Tool Addict sticker. It's great. Appreciate that, thanks. So there it is. As you walk into my workshop, I've got a little storage section on the left, and first stickers up, Tool Addict. Thank you very much, Ben. Looking pretty cool. So the beautiful thing about brown sauce is you can it's not acidic or anything like that. You can put it in anything. So I've just got a cap from a storage pot. Let's have a look. I've got some control pieces there. That's a brand new 2p piece, got a bit of dirt on it there. A brand new 5p piece, and we're going to leave those on the windowsill. And because if you look at these, obviously the old ones are far dirtier than the new ones, and we'll see how close we can get it to those. So we'll put the control pieces on the windowsill over there. We've just got some 2p. This is a token, I don't know, it's a locker token. So that looks a bit of a cleaning up. Got a £1 coin, 20p piece, Again, as you can see, it's a lot dirtier, not as shiny as a new 5p piece. I've got a ring, an old ring, got some more coins. Let's just throw a load of those in. 2 pences, 1 pence, pennies, 10 pence, and here we go. Literally, just get your daddy's sauce, HP, whatever it is you're going to use. Turn it over, get it on both sides. Oh my goodness. Times like this I wish I didn't bite my fingernails. There we go. Nice and messy. Don't be tempted to lick your fingers after you've done this. I don't know where the coins are. And put down in the comments whether you are a HP, a mustard, or a brown sauce fan, or a mayo or salad cream. What's your favourite? So I always go for ketchup on most things, but if I'm having something like if I'm having bacon, I like ketchup. If I'm having sausage and bacon, I like English mustard and brown sauce together. My daughter's a bit of a ketchup fan. My sister is a HP fan. So put down below what your favourite is. Ketchup or brown sauce, mustard, mayo, salad cream, etc. We'll leave this here for a few hours and we'll come back and see how it's doing. Let's just cover the ring. Cool. We'll come back to this in a few hours. Okay, it's actually been over 24 hours now. They've been in here in the brown sauce. So let's give this a wash off and see how they've turned out. Give it a wash. Get my trusty scrubbing brush, the toothbrush. We'll have a look at these next to the control ones. I've never actually left these in brown sauce overnight before, so we can see whether or not it's too strong for it. The ring. It's too hot. Let's get the cold on. Just left a bit on that one. So something's stained it and it hasn't come out properly. There's the first time for everything, eh? Seems it's not the perfect method. Right, let's get these dried off. So here we are, here's our control ones at the top. If you see, it's brought these coppers up really clean, but it's taken the sheen off of them. Same with the, same with the silvery ones. Pound coin one looks fine. The token looks as it was. And the bit of jewellery, the ring, that's quite nice and clean. But if you look at these, this is the one for control, and this is the one we've cleaned. See, it brings it up really clean, but it would appear that if you leave it in too long, it takes the sheen off of things, the shine off of them, which is a bit concerning, isn't it? There we are. There's the control one. Oops. There's the control one, all nice and shiny, and that one not so much. It's taking the sheen off a bit, but I don't know, that's just because it's old. I think the silver ones haven't turned out too bad. You know, your 5, 10s, 20s, 50s. And a pound coin. Whoops, the pound coin's turned out quite clean as well. So there you are. So there we are, back in the workshop now. It's night time. It's about It's about 5:30, something like that, and it's pitch black here now, hence why I've got all the lights on in the workshop and they might be blinding. So it's just a quick video to in response to Phil Wyatt's video. His one worked really well. I think my one worked really well, the brown sauce option. However, I'm not so sure his one took the sheen and the shine off of the copper coins. So it may well be that his method of white vinegar and salt works best. I don't know. If you've got anything, give his a go, give his method a try, give my method a try, see what you prefer. Again, I'll put Phil's links down below, in the spirit of my last video where I gave Tool Addict a shout out. This video shout out is Phil Wyatt, although a bit of a shout out for Tool Addict as well for giving me a sticker and the lovely tools. The full wrench and the banjo oiler. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe if you like it. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Put a comment down below. What's your favourite out of the two? Is it the banjo oiler or is it the wrench? Give us a comment below. Tell us what one you prefer. I love banjo oilers. This is my favourite. Thanks, Ben. So I'll see you on the next video. See ya.